Live from Cybertron, it is TrashFormers, the show where we play, read, and explore some of the stranger Transformers merchandise from across the years. I'm your host, Keyan Carlisle. You might remember me from that time I punched Mitch McConnell in the face on live TV. A few years ago, a co-worker of mine came up to me and said, "Hey Keyan, I know you're into Transformers. I found this book in my old collection. Do you want to have it?" He gave to me the Transformers. The Dinobots Strike Back. Choose your own adventure. And I said, "Oh, thank you, Calvin. I'm gonna read this right away." I never did. Until now, what you might not know is that 6 Transformers Find Your Fate books were released to accompany the 1985 toy line. Transformers The Dinobots Strike Back is the first of which. 3 more were released in 1986. Now, I don't know about you, but I look at these covers and I see nothing but quality. Such as this one, where an almost CG-looking rubbery Bumblebee hides behind a rock as Megatron hits Skywarp, who is carrying a barrel of poison. Or look at this one, in which Galvatron's box art is beaming down from the Millennium Falcon. The Decepticons have attacked the Dinobots in their wilderness camp, and with their mind control device, turned the Dinobots into sworn enemies of the Autobots. Megatron is thrilled that the Dinobot rebellion has begun. I memorized that. Not to flex, I looked at it once. You might be wondering why this TrashFormers episode is a bit shorter than the usual ones. And the reason is, this is an actual choose your own adventure YouTube adventure. Every time you're faced with an option, you can click one of the 2 cards and that'll take you to the respective next chunk of the video. If you're on mobile, there will be links in the pinned comment. Can you find every combination? Who knows? Maybe you know. Do you? The Dinobots Strike Back was written by Casey Todd, who is completely different than the animated writer Todd Casey. The Dinobots are powerful Transformers. In robot form, they are mighty warriors. The Dinobots Grimlock, Slag, Sludge, Snarl, and Swoop are feeling disagreeable today. They are bored as they sit by a river that runs through the hidden valley. The Autobot leader Optimus Prime has asked them to keep a lookout for approaching Decepticons. Sludge grunts, "Me bored, no action." Sludge kicks a rock into the river and splashes Slag. "Hey, Slag wet." I don't know what they sound like. I know Grimlock's voice, and everyone else just blurs together. "That makes Slag mad." That's so cringe, I'm just gonna read them in my voice. Like, screw it, I'm not an actor. "That makes Slag mad." He gives Sludge a shove, and Sludge returns. The 2 Dinobots start to fight. While the Dinobots argue, push, and shove, they neglect their lookout duties. Only 2 of them are fighting. That leaves 3 not fighting. That is too bad, because they might miss the sight of the evil Insecticons Bombshell and Kickback approaching from the north. Suddenly, a ball of fire lights the sky as Bombshell shoots a mortar at the squabbling Dinobots. Oh my god. Kaboom! The mortar explodes at their feet, knocking down Grimlock, Slag, the Dinobots. Only Swoop sees the bomb coming, seconds before it explodes. He transforms into his pterodactyl form and tries to fly to safety in a nearby tree. Although he escapes, the bomb injures one of his powerful wings. Tell our great leader that I, Bombshell, have complete control over the Dinobots. Isn't he supposed to loop his speech?
Food approaches.
Bombshell faces the groggy Dinobots and says, "Hear me. From now on, you will think of the Autobots as your mortal enemies. Your mission is to destroy them and the pathetic Earth friends. Now transform." Swoop watches his friends turn... Yeah, whatever. Dinobot rebellion begins, you get it. Swoop must stop his friends before they attack the Autobots and the humans. Even with his bad wing, Swoop can move faster than the other Dinobots. Should he fly to Optimus Prime at the Autobot headquarters to warn him that the Dinobots are under Insecticon control? But by then, the Dinobots will have already done a lot of damage. Perhaps you should try to fight Bombshell and force him to release the Decepticons. If you think Swoop should fly to Optimus Prime, why don't you go to page 10? Oh, I guess you don't have to click. Why don't you click this card right here? If you think Swoop should stay and fight Bombshell, you're gonna click this card right here. You see how this works? I feel really bad for you if you're on mobile. You're totally left out. How sad. How embarrassing.